Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. Something a bit special for you again. Today, I'm going to not be reviewing one. I'm not going to be reviewing two, but I'm going to be reviewing three of the latest Joy Toy sets. So we have the Wehrmacht, I think, Spring Camouflage World War II set. We have again the Wehrmacht Autumn Camouflage World War II set. And we have the World War II German SS officer, whose box is slightly higher than theirs, or maybe it's just the way it's closed. So those three sets are reviewing now. Now I have reviewed the standard and the mountain division of the Wehrmacht before, and you can see those in my suggested videos somewhere up there. Check those out there, and I'm going to be comparing these to some of those. And also the German SS officer to the officers from this pack and the other packs, just to see how they compare. So first I will start, I think, with whichever one this is. This is the Spring Camouflage. Box looks nice. It looks like we've got a repeat face on the officer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly pause this, find this guy's got the same looking face and see if it is a repeat, and I'll come back in a second. Okay, I'm back. I've got that other Joy Toy figure. Let's have a quick look at the back. We've got some different guns. Yep, definitely. Looking pretty good. I quite like this camouflage version. Looks pretty cool. It's smart, you know, you've used the same sculpts again. There's no tooling cost. They make more money, which is, I don't mind, because that means they have more money for production of newer stuff and better stuff, blah, 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 blah. Why do you do? Well, that is really not good. There we go. Oh, that really strong new toy smell. So let's get this open. So we have the weapon accessories here. So rifle, machine gun, a heavy machine gun, two other machine guns, and I forgot what these are called. They call them in German. Oh, I used to know, I've forgotten. I want to call it a bazooka. That's not correct. That's not the right name. And one of these, which is new, which is pretty cool. And then we have a bag here, which has like something new in there, maybe. Let me have a quick look. So we have stick grenades, 1, 2. We have the stock to couple of machine guns, and we have the officer's cap. I'll only take out the cap for now. And we have spare joints, which is always good. And I'm glad that Joy Toy do put spare joints in there. Someone's like, oh, it's broken, I'm gonna have to send it. No, replace the joint yourself if you can. It's a very smart thing that they've done with that. Plus, also, if you're very careful and the joints never break, then you've got spare joints for customs. Okay, so in fact, I'll give you a quick look at the at the guns there. You can see those two, and then we got the standard machine gun that we see all the time in the movies, and we have this rifle, which we've seen already in one of the previous reviews. And then this, which I showed you a bit earlier. Okay. And then paperwork will show us a picture of them posing. Looks pretty cool and shows everything that they come with. Okay, let's get our figures out. 1, 2, 3. First thing I'll do is just stand them up so you can get a bit of a look at them. And he doesn't stand out the box, got to move him a little bit. and then our officer who's got his pistol already in its holster. So I think I've seen that officer's head before. Let me just look here. God, the paintwork on his eye is pretty abysmal on his left eye. Like a big blotch of black. Okay. No, it's different though. Both have their mouths open. That is nice. It does look like one of the other officers though, with his mouth open. So that's good. Now let me check again quickly in case I've got one more. If it's the same, so back in a second. No, he is unique in the sense that it might have a similar head sculpt or same head sculpt, but not with the mouth open like that. So that is great. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm digging this camouflage here. The waist part moves and can be taken off, but the rest is one piece, so you'll have a mismatch if you swap those around. Sculpt, I'm assuming, is the same as the other officers. In fact, I can have a look now. Since I've got one here, mountain division, and the regular one here. So from the back, it looks the same, though it's hard to see the creases in the back of this camouflage pattern there. Front, it's interesting. So he's the same as the regular one, but the mountain one is slightly different sculpt on the trousers there. So that's interesting to note. And the boots are the same as the regular. Okay. So holsters there, you can take out the push out the little plastic clip and take the gun out. He will hold it very well if he's like his counterparts, and I'll look at that in a moment. Let's look at his articulation. So he has a left and a right, a good down, pretty good up, and a side to side. Shoulders weren't so great on the other officers because of the jacket here, but he gets to about 180, so it's good enough. Bicep curl, he gets just over 90 on the left, and again, let's have a look, just over 90 on the right, or maybe just about 90 on the right, but just over on the left. Wrists, gun articulation on his right, and like this on the left. Waist is hidden under his part here, but he can bend quite far forwards. Backwards okay, and he can dip side to side pretty good. Hello, I'm dancing. Legs, the jacket will get in the way, but not bad considering. Forwards, jacket gets in the way, but still pretty damn good. He can goose step with the best of them. Backwards will not be so great. I'm telling a lie, in fact. Look at that. That is phenomenal backwards. In fact, without popping his leg off, which I just did, he gets to pretty much a full splits, but the jacket is getting in the way. On the front splits, really good. Thigh turn, his wrist turns as well, and his elbow as well, obviously. Double kneecap, and despite the sculpt, he does get pretty damn tight, which is good. Feet, there is no turn, there's only brr, 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 like this, which is a shame. He gets a really good tippy toe, the German national ballet squad. And his dorsal flexation, his Michael Jackson, is not the best, but is all right. Pretty good. The only thing with this is his, like I said, his left eye, the paint is slipped, but I can touch it up or repaint it anyway. Okay, for his gun, move this slightly out of the way now, because some of you are going to complain, I couldn't see. Okay, so to pull out his clip from his holster, take out his gun, same as the other officers in the other videos. There we go. Looks nice. Looks like a Luger maybe. And Joy Toy do hold their pistols particularly well. In fact, all their guns pretty much. But Acid Rain probably better the long barrel ones. and he holds his gun exceptionally well. You are an Allied sympathizer. Very, very nice. I like that a lot. Let's put him over here so he's just in shot. You can still have a look at him. Okay, so troopers. I will only look at the differences they have on them here, and then I'll go for articulation. So the only difference I can see on these two is he has this part over here, which this guy doesn't. That's a difference. Both have knives in the sheath, which you can see there, and that should come out. Yes, it does. It might be a bit stiff. Helmets come off, obviously, and so does this part here. So does the back part. Yeah, the this sort of backpack part does too, webbing part, but it'd be quite difficult to take off, I think. I'm not going to look at that in detail now anyway. So articulation, helmet comes off too, obviously. Left, right, good forwards, good backwards, decent side to side. Shoulders will be better than his boss, I think, or maybe I'm wrong. I stand corrected. They were better on the other versions, as I recall. He gets about the same. Biceps, well over 90 on his left, and just over on his right. Both his hands appear to be almost gun hands. Waist, decent forwards and forwards, backwards not so much, side to side is okay, and he can turn. Hips not that wide, forwards and backwards as okay considering his sculpting on his clothes. Double kneecap, he can get tighter if you take off that, so that's pretty impressive. Thigh twist, again there's no twist like this, there is only side to side. Tippy toe, even better than his boss. I mean, that's just like ankle breakingly good. Dorsal flexation, almost non-existent. But a lovely looking figure nonetheless. The helmet will slip off a little bit and it looks a bit silly. And also, let's have a look. Yeah, they slipped on the paint in his eyes too. So like two blotches there. You can see they've tried to detail, but obviously whoever's done that didn't have a steady hand, I should say. Okay, let's put him next to other guy. I won't go through the articulation, but he looks good too. I do like these. Okay, so I'm going to move these guys out of camera now and go to the, in fact, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to look at some of their weapons first. So I'll look at the weapons I've not looked at yet and the other reviews. So let's start with this one here. Interestingly, he doesn't have gun articulation on his right hand. What articulation does he have? I'm telling a lie, he does. Just that it wasn't moving, it was just a bit stiff. Let's put this here. Oh, you're doing so well then. It might actually be worth changing his hands to thinner hands, or maybe using the other side for this, because the handle on this is particularly thin and his grip's made more for a standard weapon that the other standard weapons they come with. It's pretty cool. And then I think none of the other, oh, this gun is new to the Germans anyway, that Joy Toy have done. So let's see how he holds this. I'm interested to see how he's going to cope with that stock, because the other ones sometimes struggle. Okay, so he's made perfectly for his hand to hold it. Stock is there. He's going to struggle to get a nice grip on that, I think. Let's have a look. Ooh, maybe. Just about, but it's not particularly well in his hand. In fact, if I do that first. Okay, Very nice, in fact. So let's put him out of view as well, and we'll go to the next lot. Just put these a bit more nicely inside. Okay, so the next bunch of three. This is the autumn. Oh, I forgot this guy's hat. Let's have a look at his hat first of all. Pretty damn cool. Okay, this is the autumn camouflage. I like this as well. One is in full camouflage, the other two in half camouflage. Okay. Woo! And my weapons have come off. And ooh, what have we got here? So we got the same weapons, except for this one is different. And this here is what? This is a weapons rack? And we have a weapons rack, it appears. I'm not sure how it's going to hold that gun, or maybe that's for something else inside here. Let me have a look. Oh no, it looks like it is for possibly for these rockets, maybe. 1, 2, 3, and there's more stick grenades, another commander hat which I'll take out. Spare hands, spare joints, and I will take out a stick grenade just to see how they hold. Okay. So would I be right in thinking that these are for this? I don't know. I don't want to force that in. If it's the guns, can't be that gun. And now someone's knocking on my door. Give me a second. It was a delivery. Okay, these are definitely for these rocket things. They go in like that. Okay, I see. Okay, I've got you now. Like that. Okay, so let's take one of them out, and it will go in here. Pretty damn nice. Yeah, I can't go that way. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, so otherwise the guns are the same as the last one. Let's have a look at these guys here. 2 troopers and the commander. The face sculpts do look a touch different from the other ones, so you're getting a good variety there. I think the secret of this is choose one of these styles to collect them, or army building. But all of them, that's going to cost a lot of money. So you've got like 4 styles already. It's like, you know, for me, okay, one set of each is enough. Maybe buy another set of a couple others in the future if I really want to concentrate on something. Okay, let's look at the boss man first. Took his definitely the head sculpt, and again the eyes aren't the best, but it's better than the other ones. His hat's actually a really tight fit and looks pretty cool on him. His articulation will be the same as the other, so I won't go for that, as will his gun and the way he holds it. So I'll just leave him there so you guys get a look. The troopers, identical to the other one in terms of their accessories. One's got this, one hasn't. Just the paintwork's different. In fact, this guy hasn't got the camouflage bottom, so I'm going to check on my paperwork if he's supposed to. No, he's not. Just the one is the full camouflage. Okay. But I do like this. I like both of these sets a lot. Very, very atmospheric. And you know, if you see my review of the tanks, it's just the videos, particularly the JS International one, which is more sort of suited to their color scheme. You see it looks pretty cool. And I've also got the 21st Century Sand on. These are exactly the same, just different colors. Very, very nice. Let's see how they hold this. You can be the lucky guy. God, that is not easy to hold in their hands. Anytime you've got a bar across the bottom on one of these little toys for 118, I always find it difficult to get them to hold it nicely. Okay, that is in now. Oh, they've even got the hole drilled. Very nice. The hole drilled in the plate of this for him to look down. If you can see that there, there's a hole just here. Problem is now the sculpting of that clove is quite tight. It's going to make it difficult for him to, and he can't turn his foot properly to get a nice balanced kneeling position. He can, but it's not going to be that natural. And the mist came out of his hands again. Okay, one more time. Let's move these guys to the side a little bit so you don't get too bored of watching them. And don't fall over. Get this in his hands again. Okay. I can pose him because it's going to take a bit too long for my liking. So I might just change that to a different pose as opposed to a kneeling pose. Come on, balance. He doesn't want to balance for me. Part of that is because the feet don't have the dorsal flexation, and the other part is because they have the twist on the foot. Never mind, stand up and pose him. Okay, so nice looking set. They look good again. I do like the fact that there's a little rack for the rounds here. That is pretty cool. And that the rounds can go in and out. Okay, let's move these guys to the side. And then look at the final one, the SS Officer. Okay, let's put the accessories away so I don't lose anything. I'm sure you guys have had an accessory which you've dropped and then it's like, that's it, it's gone. You're never finding it again. I've had that a couple of times, like, okay, I'm not going to repeat that. Okay. Oh, I didn't show you guys the stick grenade. Let's have a look at the commander doing a stick grenade throw. Pretty damn cool. Okay. And now lastly, the evil SS Officer. Oh, that's a pretty cool artwork on the back as well. Nothing else much on there. Doesn't appear to come with anything. Oh, I'm telling a lie. Apart from his pistol, there's a small bag there. It becomes pistol, spare joint, and his hat. That's it. It does look pretty damn awesome there. Okay, so let's have a look. He's out. Hat is out. Pistol's in his holster already. Head sculpt is definitely new. He looks like It looks like a spanked bum, you know, sort of sad looking. Let's put his hat on. Looks nice. Can't see the double lightning. It's on his shoulders, isn't the lightning? Can't tell. Looks pretty cool. He's the same articulation as the other officer types, particularly one of the same legs. So we can compare him to this guy. And there's nothing really to distinguish that he's an SS apart from the colouring, if I'm honest, which is a bit of a shame. But he does look pretty cool. So to get our 5 officers. So we have the spring and the where's the wrong one? The autumn camouflage, and we have the standard, and then we have the mountain division. All very nice looking. You know, as we had too many leaders, not enough troops. But I do have the troops as well, so they do look pretty cool. Very, very nice sets. As always, I'm happy I picked them up. Wasn't the cheapest of things to get, but it's nice to have that in your collection, particularly since I bought an extra tank. So I've got like 3 tanks now. Actually, I've got 4 tanks here, but one's not mine, one's for a friend. So it's good to have more soldiers to go with my tanks. Let's see how they scale to a non-Joy Toy. I've got sitting around here my acid rain weld, so it's obviously different timeline and far more advanced. My the H.A.C.K.S, what's it called, Sentinel. So obviously it's far more powerful. The acid rain weld is taller. He scales with him, but he's taller. And obviously he'd win in the firefight. Okay, great stuff. I do like these sets. Fantastic stuff by Joy Toy. Once again, please keep it up, Joy Toy. I'll be back soon with more reviews for you guys soon. So please like, share, and subscribe. Check out my other reviews. Loads coming up. I've even got a prototype of Teco toys reviewed as well, and other bits and bobs. Okay, check out my videos, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.